few kilometers south of Quesnel, BC, in the heart of the Caribou, is the Quesnel Antique Machine Park. The park has a really wonderful collection of historic forestry, mining, and agricultural equipment and artifacts. The Antique Machine Park Association members and volunteers operate the park and are always ready to explain and answer questions. And they often give hands-on demonstrations for guests. Longtime member and president Del Boson has a passion for the restoration and believes it's our own heritage and culture being preserved.
Well, it's part of my past. I was brought up on a farm. I worked farm, construction, logging, machinery, selling vehicles, you name it. And it's kind of nice to see some of that stuff that you can either look at or actually use. It's important in some ways to let the growing up next generation see what it was done many years ago and how it was done and what it was done with.
While we as Canadians sometimes seem to take for granted the history and heritage that's all around us, Del says it's the international guests who really appreciate the park.
Well, we've had people from other countries, some I've met, some are here when the other members are on duty, and they seem quite impressed with what we do have to show. We've had people from, I believe, Iceland, New Zealand, Denmark. I'm not sure where else. I'd have to look in the visitors book to see where all they came from this year. We've had a fairly good international showing this year. We're the last frontier, so to speak, in their eyes.
It's the sheer amount and diversity of equipment, artifacts, and machinery on display at the park that is truly awesome. One could spend days exploring and examining this fascinating collection. And for Del, it's the sharing of experience that keeps him doing it.
Yes, it's nice to have people say, "Oh, I haven't seen one of them since I left home when I was a kid."